Tehillim together. We're holding in Tehillim Samech Tes. What an amazing opportunity to say Tehillim and to discuss specifically this kapitel in Pasuk Beis. There's so much in this kapitel, but specifically when it comes to the Pasuk Beis that says Kivo Maim Ad Nofesh. David HaMelech says Hatzileini, save me, for water has reached my soul. What does that mean? So there's an amazing midrash. The midrash says that Avraham Avinu, when he was going to Akedas Yitzchak, so on the way there, the Yetzer Hara decided to do all the tricks. And one of the tricks was to turn it into a river. And Avraham Avinu is walking, and he's walking, imagine you're walking into the water, and suddenly there's a drop, and nothing's changing, and the water is reaching literally up into the nostrils, and you can't breathe anymore. Avraham Avinu experienced that, and he didn't stop. And David HaMelech obviously is teaching us not just about Avraham Avinu, he's teaching us about every one of ourselves, every one of us. So many times in life, we have to walk through the waters. We have to walk into the water. And sometimes it seems like Kibol Maim Ad Nofesh. It is so difficult. But you know something? That's exactly the turning point. Sometimes if we don't give up, the Rebbe says, this is where I wanted to bring you to. This is a place where I know you could reach. This is where you could go to such a higher level. You know, there's an amazing story about Rav Elyashiv, Zichrono Livracha. One of the incredible stories about Rav Elyashiv was his actual birth. His parents weren't able to have children, and his mother was sent after a long voyage and trip to a famous doctor in Russia. And finally she got to the doctor, and the doctor said, after examining and doing all the different examinations, he said, I can't help you. And she came back and she told her mother. And at that point her mother went into her room, cried, and came out and had a joyous face on herself. And the reason why she looked differently, she turned to her daughter and she said, until now, there was a reliance. There was a sense of, I could rely on this doctor. I could turn to this person. There are sometimes in life where we realize there's no one else. Kivaru maim ad nofesh. We look at the water, we walk into the water, and sometimes we realize there's nothing else that could help us other than Yerubbeinu Shalom. We could think about these words, especially when we're going into Elul. Chodesh Elul is a month where we're doing tshuva. It's a month where sometimes, until now, maybe we were thinking about everything else to rely on, and finally now we're going to be real with ourselves, and we're going to turn to Hashem and say, Hashem, I can't change my habits, my negative habits, my lack of ability to, whatever it is, to daven better, to judge people favorably. Whatever the challenge is, Hashem, I've reached the point, Kibo Maim Nefesh, I need you. Help me out. And I think that will change our whole Elul and bring us closer to the Rebbeinu Shalom and be Zoiche to Ksiva Chasimah Tova. Have an amazing day.